Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we have another piercing related video for you guys today. I know I haven't done a piercing related anything in quite a long time, and I kind of got my start on YouTube here, kind of talking about piercings that I've gotten, how I clean certain piercings, things you should and shouldn't do with piercings. So today we're kind of throwing it back to the old videos. First off, I just want to say I am very shiny today, okay? I have a metallic lipstick on. That literally never happens. I have luminous setting powder on. That literally never happens. And I have highlight on. I am just a beaming glow of just fucking mess today, okay? So just like, I'm trying out different products right now. So if I look a little bit clownish, welcome to the fucking circus, my friends. Be sure to subscribe. Woo! I was supposed to be like a clown nose. You guys get it. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, today we are going to be talking about things that you should avoid at all costs when you have a new belly button piercing, navel piercing, whatever you want to call it. Out of all of the videos that I have ever done on my channel regarding piercings, the one piercing that I still to this day get the most amount of questions about is the belly button piercing. The belly button piercing, in my opinion, and just from what I've seen from you guys, is the most finicky, is the most complicated, takes the longest to heal, goes through many different stages of healing before it finally gets to that point. So today, just to kind of help you guys out there, because still to this day, many people go and get their belly button pierced. These are just things that are going to help kind of move the healing process along. Granted, you will probably go through some bumps and lumps of different things going on with your piercings, but these things that I am telling you to avoid will definitely help the process. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. First, a couple disclaimers. Disclaimer number one, I am not a professional piercer. If you are watching this video and you have a new navel piercing, I highly recommend that you shut this video off and you go see your piercer first. I'm not a professional. I am not licensed. I basically make these videos based off of my own personal experience and my own personal knowledge that I have of piercing. So if you are looking for more professional advice, please go seek out a professional. Don't watch a girl on YouTube to get all of your advice. Just go talk to the people that know what they're doing. Disclaimer number two is everybody heals differently at different speeds. Everybody goes through different processes of the healing stage. So if you are sitting down and you are just going through a bunch of different things with your new piercing and you see someone in the comments saying that theirs healed in a month, don't think that yours is not healing correctly. Everyone heals differently. Everyone goes through a different journey with their piercing, and that all depends on body anatomy. That all depends on your piercer, if they were APP certified or not. Granted, not every piercer is APP certified. That's totally fine. They don't have to be. It is recommended that they are, but they don't have to be. It also depends on jewelry, type of metal. There are many different factors that can affect the healing of a piercing. So don't take one person's experience and compare it to yourself, because everybody's body is different. That is the beautiful thing about humans, is we're all different and we all go through different journeys. Okay, let's jump into it right now. Woo! I'm out of breath. The first thing that I want to say, the first thing you need to avoid with a brand new belly button piercing is any long, dangly, heavy jewelry. That is a no-go. If you walk into a piercing studio and you say, hey, I would like to get my belly button pierced, and they whip out a cart full of really heavy, dangly, like big diamond crosses, birds' wings, and they're just really long, and they're like, okay, pick one. No. Absolutely not. That is one thing you should avoid with the new belly button piercing. One, that should never go in a freshly pierced one. And two, you should never wear those types of jewelry while it is healing. They are very heavy. They do a lot of pulling. They can get caught on things. And when your body is trying to heal, it's best to have as least amount of trauma as possible. It'll make it harder for the body to actually heal the piercing. Those really heavy, dangly jewelry bits are nice for when it's healed, but while it's healing, it's very hard on it. It can also lead to things like rejection and migration. And to be perfectly honest, even after your belly button piercing is fully healed, you really kind of only want to wear those things for like special occasions. So like a pool party, or if you're going to be wearing like a cute little crop top and you want to have a dangly moment, that's totally fine. I don't recommend wearing those types of jewelry all the time exclusively, because even after it's healed, it does cause a lot of pulling on the piercings. Any sort of high-waisted clothing and tight clothes. This is a big one. This is a mistake that a lot of people make when they get a new belly button piercing, especially when high-waisted shorts, jeans, anything like that, when those were in style, it caused a lot of havoc on people who had just gotten their belly button pierced. Wearing high-waisted and tight clothing around a new piercing is a no-go and should be avoided at all costs as well. The reason being is because when you have a healing piercing, you want to let as much airflow, you want it to be as free as can be. You don't want to be putting anything tight or anything that is going to rub directly over that piercing, because that is going to trap bacteria, it is going to rub, it is going to cause friction, it is going to be very painful. If you do that and then you take off those high-waisted whatever at the end of the day, your piercing is going to be very inflamed and red and irritated. And not to mention, sometimes those high-waisted or tight clothings can get caught on the piercing and again pull on it, and could also really irritate it to the point of rejection and migration. So if you are going to be getting a new belly button piercing and you are also someone who has a lot of high-waisted things in their closet, it's best for at least the first few months to take a very, very long break from that. Let the piercing breathe. Wear a baggy shirt. I always wear baggy shirts. You know, I like girl comfort, okay? Just let it breathe. Let it go. You don't need that friction on there. You don't. Put the high-waisted jeans away, honey. It's time to bring back the low-rise. I know I'm alone in this, but can I get an applause for low-rise jeans? Low-rise jeans. Come on. The next thing is sleeping on your stomach. Now, I know it is damn near impossible to avoid this. It probably will happen, especially if you are a stomach sleeper like myself. I'm a huge stomach sleeper. When you are sleeping, you can't really control how you're gonna lay. Like when you're sleeping, sometimes you're on your back and your side and your stomach, or you're in a ball. Like you can't really completely avoid this, but it's best to try as hard as possible not to sleep on your stomach, because again, same with the high-waisted shorts, pants, tight shirts, that's going to cause a lot of pressure and friction and possibly pulling on the sheets that could really irritate the piercing. So if you are a stomach sleeper, I would recommend maybe getting like a travel pillow and maybe putting, I don't know how comfortable that would be, but you could try it. Just putting like a travel pillow on your stomach around the piercing and lay on your stomach that way, just so there is some room between your piercing and the actual bed, so you're not completely laying on it and putting all that pressure on it. Just try your best. Stomach sleepers out there, just try your best. The next things. Oh my God, people do this all the time and it drives me up the fucking cuckoo clock. And that is playing with it and changing the jewelry too early. You guys. Oh, good. Lipstick on my teeth. Welcome to my channel. When you have a new piercing of any sort, but especially a belly button piercing, please, for the love of all that is holy, don't play with it. Don't take out the jewelry. Don't clean it that way. Leave the jewelry in while you clean it. Don't move it up and down. Don't twist it. And for the love of God, don't change it while it's healing, okay? I cannot tell you how many times I've seen messages from people saying, I got my belly button pierced last week and I took it out and I changed it and now it's infected. Repeat that sentence again very slowly and you tell me what the problem with that is, okay? It is a very common misconception that you can change your belly button piercing within the first couple of weeks. I don't know if you're a piercer out there and you're telling people that. I'm sorry, who the fuck trained you? Because no, that is not the case. When you get a new piercing, it is best to ask your piercer. If they are a good piercer, they will tell you, leave this jewelry in for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 months, whatever the case may be. please listen to them. They are professionals. They are giving you their professional advice. They have your best interest at heart, and they're not lying to you. So if they tell you when you get your belly button pierced, leave this jewelry in for 6 months, please leave it in for 6 months, because belly button piercings can take 6 to 12 plus months to heal. They are a very finicky piercing. They are a surface piercing. They are very prone to rejection and migration. So they really need to be taken care of with extra care. So please just leave the jewelry in for as long as you can stand it. I know it's annoying. I know it gets boring looking at the same piece of jewelry. I know it's exciting going shopping for new belly rings and you really want to put them in. I totally get that. I am right there with you. But just don't, okay? Leave it in and don't play with it. So many people will see little crusties around their belly button piercing and they'll pick at them, they'll pull them off. Don't do that. Leave the crust. The crusties that you are seeing around your fresh healing belly button piercing are completely normal within reason. Obviously, if they're like Shrek green and they're oozing and they stink, obviously that's an infection, then do something about it. But if it's the normal kind of clear, off-white, kind of really light yellow crusties, those are normal, and leave the crust alone, okay? Everyone say it with me. Leave the crust alone. Excellent. Good work, kids. Clean it 2, 3 max times a day. 3 is the limit. Do not clean it more than 3. 3 is just the absolute max that I would recommend. The belly button piercing is pierced in a very delicate, movable part of the body because, you know, you bend over, you lean over. There's a lot of movement in that area. It's already going to take a while for it to heal. And if you're changing the jewelry or you're playing with it, you're just lengthening that healing process, and it's just going to be even more annoying in the long run. So just leave it alone. If you see the crusties, don't pick them off. Don't peel them off. Leave them there. And when you do your little sea salt soaks, they will come off with that, okay? Do not force them off. Just like when you have a tattoo and the tattoo starts peeling, let it peel on its own. Do not peel at the peelies, okay? Same thing goes for piercings. You see a crusty, leave it alone. Just remember, belly button piercings need a substantial amount of time to heal, okay? You interfere with that substantial important time, you're gonna lead to things like irritation, infection, rejection, migration, all the shins, okay? Just get it pierced, okay? Just leave it alone. Just let it sit there. Let it do its thing. The body is a powerful thing, okay? We have magical healing powers. Let the body do its thing and don't interfere. The next thing is a big one that I get a lot of questions on, and that is lakes, swimming pools, and hot tubs. Please, for the love of God, avoid those things. Now, I'm not saying you need to avoid them for the rest of your life. Obviously, once it is healed, you can go in whatever body of water you want to. I don't really care. However, when your belly button piercing is healing, you need to avoid those things because, do you know what I'm going to say? Just, it's a B word. Bacteria, okay? Especially swimming pools and hot tubs, okay? Those things are infested with bacteria. There's little kids in there that piss and shit. There's always, 9 times out of 10, there is always a Band-Aid at the bottom of every swimming pool. I don't know why, but it just goes to show you how much bacteria is in those things. Lakes as well. Lakes aren't as big of a deal to me as swimming pools and hot tubs. I feel like you need to avoid swimming pools and hot tubs more than lakes, but just for the first couple months, I would recommend just avoiding those things altogether. That's why I think if you live in a cooler climate, like I live in Michigan, so we are in fall, winter months, I feel like that is the best time to get your belly button pierced because pools aren't open, beaches aren't open, lakes aren't open. So if you really want it to get it to heal, get it in the fall and let it do its healing all through the winter and spring. And come summertime, you should be okay to go in those things. So many people have gotten their belly button pierced, went to a pool party, had a hot tub party, came out, a few days later, their belly button was secreting green liquid, okay? It's gross. And if you just can't help yourself, if you are going to be going in either one of those things soon after getting it pierced and it is still very vulnerable and new, please make sure you are cleaning it immediately after. Not a few hours after, not a day after. immediately after, okay? So go on your little hot tub date. Once you get out, do a sea salt soak, spray some saline, do some H2 Ocean. And then the next thing that I'm going to recommend that you avoid for at least a little while is working out, okay? I get a lot of questions, people saying, hey, I just got my belly button pierced a couple days ago. Can I go back to the gym? And my advice for you is no, I would not. At least not for maybe like a few weeks to a month or so. Just because, like I said earlier, the belly button and the belly button piercing is pierced in a very delicate, movable area. And when you are working out at a gym, depending on what you're doing, that area of your body is always moving, and there is a lot of, friction and things that it can get caught on at the gym. And I can just see a lot of nightmare scenarios happening at the gym with the fresh belly button piercing. So all in all, just avoid working out for a few weeks, only for a short while. And also, I highly doubt you would want to work out because typically, at least in my experience, the belly button piercing was very painful for me, and it can be for a lot of other people as well. So you may be a little bit tender and sore from the piercing, so you probably won't want to work out anyway because that would just be a miserable experience. If you are someone who has a very diligent workout routine and a very strict schedule with your workout routine, I would recommend just doing some things at home for a little while and not in a germ-infested gym, if that makes sense. Especially at a gym, with the dirty equipment that other people have been using and sweating on and all that gross stuff. You don't want to be laying your body on a piece of equipment that someone just had their dirty, sweaty ass on right up against your new piercing, okay? I don't need to say anymore. We all know that's not a good thing. And then the very last thing, this one is kind of like a joke, but the very last thing that I want to talk about is kinky shit. If you out there have a belly button fetish, no judgment here, like fuck yeah, go belly buttons. If you are someone who has a very sexual attraction and a kink with belly buttons and your partner goes and gets their belly button pierced, keep your tongue and other body parts away from it, okay? Do not suck on it, do not lick it, do not... I'm gonna get demonetized. Don't secrete things on it. Don't do that, okay? Keep your kinkiness down for a little while the piercing is healing. Anything foreign in that area, okay? The human mouth is just as disgusting as anything else. And also, obviously, other things like don't put any lotions, don't self-tan, don't use anything other than sea salt or antibacterial soap on it. Just be smart about it. If you have any questions, please reach out to your piercer, or if you can't reach out to your piercer, you are more than welcome, and it is highly encouraged. You can contact another piercing shop, a shop that didn't even do the piercing, and you can ask to speak with the piercer, and I'm sure if they love what they do, they will be more than happy to talk to you on the phone and tell you what you are doing right, what you are doing wrong, what they recommend. If you have any questions, please reach out to a piercer. They would be more than happy to help you. Everyone in the tattoo and piercing community is super cool, super chill, super willing to help, so don't be afraid to do that. Those are all of the things that I recommend avoiding with a fresh new belly button / navel piercing, okay? This video is for educational purposes. Again, I'm not a professional. I am just using my best knowledge to give to you guys on the YouTube land. So hopefully you found this informative. Hopefully you found this helpful. I felt so good doing this video, super passionate about it. I love talking about piercings. It is literally how I got my start here on YouTube, and it felt really good to do a video like this. If you guys did enjoy this video, as always, make sure you go down and give it a huge thumbs up if you found it helpful, informative. If you want to see more videos like this on any other piercings, please let me know down in the comments. But also, I have 1,000,001 different videos on my channel of different playlists, different piercings, different how-to videos. So make sure you check those playlists first before you recommend something. But as always, leave your thoughts, opinions, comments down in the comment box. Also, if you are new to my channel and this is the first video of mine that you are seeing, hello, hi, welcome. Oh my God, I look so bad today. If you would like to subscribe to see more piercing and tattoo content, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below. I do upload every 3 to 4 days here, but as the rest of you, I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you guys did as well. But I will see you very soon in my next video. I am going to powder my face because I am literally brighter than the freaking North Star. So I love you guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video. I love you again. Bye. And happy navel healing. Mwah.